down tomorrow.
What's going on, CHARLAR listeners? I'm here with Scott Walker. We're here in Valdosta, Georgia, doing another nice gig in a pizzeria. And today's been a pretty cursed, fucked up pedophile day.
Yeah, it was a nice ride down, sunny day. It all went bad when me and Charlie hit the road. What we like to do is we like to get there a couple hours early. We go get dinner real quick, and then we come back and then we riff on a podcast before we go to the show. That's been our how we operate on the road timeline. When we got off the exit for our hotel, literally as far as the eye could see, food options. Would you say? Like, literally one of everything that you could pick up to eat. There was a Cracker Barrel, a Wendy's, Waffle House, Outback, Applebees, Texas Roadhouse, Longhorn, whatever. Like, the list goes on. So we got to the hotel room, just put our shit down real quick. We're like, all right, we got to hurry up, get food so we can get back in pod. This is going to cut into our pod time. Now we only have 20 minutes on this pod. And first we try Longhorn Steakhouse because we went there last time when we went to Moultrie, Georgia. And that was a successful night. So we're like, we'll keep that streak going. We go to Longhorn. It's at least 35, 45-minute wait. So we're like, nah, fuck that. And then Charlie says there's a Texas Roadhouse down the road. We go to Texas Roadhouse. We check in with them. They say at least an hour. So it's getting worse. And then as we're about to leave, we see, when we left Longhorn, before we turned into Texas Roadhouse, we saw Applebees sitting in just a prime location right on the road, not off the road like some of these better options. And the parking lot was empty. And that's when we should have known that something was wrong with Applebees. But we were like, oh, damn, Applebee's is empty. I guess we could go there if that was our if that was our last option. We get to Texas Roadhouse. They say at least an hour and a half. We fucking pack up the truck. We're like, fuck it, I guess we got to go to Applebee's. And then as we're leaving Texas Roadhouse's parking lot, we see that there's an Outback the other direction of where I'm driving, and I can't do U-turns in my truck. So I checked with Charlie. In hindsight, we should have tried an Outback. That was our chance.
Yeah, that was like our glimpse of freedom.
Yeah. Damn it. But we were like, fuck it, dude. Outback is probably gonna have a crazy wait. I think there's prom or something going on here locally. There's a lot of sweet teens out, dressed up. Prime Epstein-aged children out.
Actually, no, Epstein fucks with like
tiny
children.
Yeah, these are fucking
like Leonardo DiCaprio.
These are MILFs to Epstein.
Yeah.
But so we pull up to Applebee's. It's fucking empty, and we get sat down. I guess we should just go into the incident first. Yeah, because technically the first thing we did there was my OCD ass was like, all right, I need to go wash my hands. And then you were like, I need to wash my hands too, but you were going to go after me.
Yeah.
But from the incident, you had the clearest vantage point. Yeah. I saw the aftermath. I saw it as it was happening and the aftermath. So I want to know your viewpoint of it first, and then I'll give mine.
You should describe like what you saw, and then I'll just tell the
True. Okay. Yeah. Like kind of like when they show the ending scene.
Yeah.
And they're like, "How did this get here?" And then they kind of provide the back info of how it happened. Okay. So I go in and wash my hands. I'm just thinking about the show. I'm thinking about how I shouldn't have put Hahira, Georgia, on my little dates. I should have just put Valdosta because that's a way more swagged out name. And I'm just washing my hands. I'm like, what jokes I need to play with my set. I need to get my set tight for tonight. This is a sold out pizzeria. This is a big deal. Not every day you sell out a pizzeria. But as I'm going to open the door, I am confronted with what I assume is a 7 or 8 year old black child, a boy, who is peeing on the floor of Applebee's, just staring at me in the eyes. And he's kind of like shaking and like pulling his pants like he's pulling out like a what's it called, a dick wedgie or something like that. Like he's adjusting himself.
Yeah.
But as he's doing that, it's just like water's just leaking out. It seemed like he was in like swim trunks or some shit too.
Yeah.
It all happened so fast that I couldn't pick up all the details. All I noticed was like an approximately 8-year-old boy peeing his pants in front of me, like profusely peeing his pants, like not just like a couple drops, like it is pouring out of this kid's pants.
Yeah, it left like a pretty big puddle on the
Yeah, and I just kind of like kept my head down and moved to the right and just got the fuck out of there because it really caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. And then I go around the other way to like the other side of the stairs, and as I go up the stairs, Charlie is walking back because that kid was with this huge family of like, it was like 8 kids and like 3 older women, and they were like, the area that they were in Applebee's was like, it looked like Gaza. Like there was no order. All the kids were standing up, walking around the table. Like it was havoc over there. But when I walked back to our table, Charlie is walking back from where the incident happened. So I assumed, I was like, oh, you were in line. I was like, did you see that? And he was like, yeah, that was crazy. And then we just sat back down and we didn't even talk about it. We were like, we'll talk about it on the pod. Like this is, it took me like several minutes to kind of absorb what happened. I've never been greeted by an African American child above the age of 5 peeing himself in an Applebee's. It's kind of last thing I would have thought would have happened today.
Yeah, the kid might be retarded, I think. So
You're right.
So like I was in line, and yeah, like you said, a huge group of like tiny black children.
Yeah.
Like some of them are girls, some of them are boys. There's like an older black girl. I think they're related. And I'm kind of zoned out. I'm just kind of like, okay, I guess this is the line for the bathroom. Must be full.
Yeah, there was also 2 urinals and a toilet in the bathroom.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. I was like, oh, it just must be packed in there. So yeah, I'll just wait. I'll just stand here and wait for them to be done. And so I'm just standing there. And I'm just kind of zoned out, and I start listening, and they're like, the little black kid is like holding the handle, but he's not opening it, and he's just standing there holding the handle. And then his older sister is like, "What are you doing? Just go, just fucking go." And then he just starts pissing himself. Yeah, he just started pissing his pants. When she was like, "Just go," you heard like it sounded like someone poured a water bottle on a tarp.
Yeah.
I started hearing that sound, and I immediately was like, is he fucking pissing?
She unlocked his peeing sleeper cell.
Yeah.
She's like, just go.
Yeah, I think he like misinterpreted it as like,
yeah,
just piss your fucking pants, bitch. Go ahead. Like, you have my permission.
Yeah, what's crazy is there was 2 urinals and at least 1 toilet. And I was the only person in the bathroom. So there was multiple areas where he could have peed.
Yeah, and then he started pissing his pants, and then that's when you opened the door, and he was like, "Now look, I used to say piss. He's like, I'm peeing my pants now." Like he like blamed her for.
Yeah.
For like the situation, and I had to piss and wash my hands too, and I was like, I just turned around and left.
That's when you call it a day. You're like, all right.
No, I'm just gonna go sit back down.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. He might have been special needs.
Yeah, I think he didn't look downsy or anything.
Yeah.
But he clearly something was going on because I remember I heard.
You can't just you don't just pee like that at 8 years old.
No.
I'm approximating his age at 8.
Yeah, he's probably around like 8.
Unless he's like 3 and he just has like some sort of Andre the Giant disease. He's just a giant 3-year-old.
Fucking GMO fruit and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely in the place that I work, one of the teachers grows butterflies, and she was telling me that she doesn't know what to put in the fruit.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like what is butterflies?
Like the animal, the creature, like caterpillar turns into a butterfly.
She grows them. She breeds them.
Yeah. Well, she
Okay.
like orders caterpillars online, and she lets them become butterflies.
Yeah.
In captivity.
Yeah, she's kind of like a breeder, so I would say.
Yeah. And so.
Okay, you kind of fucked with me there. I was like, are butterflies like? Do they come off trees?
Well, she was telling me that a butterfly takes like 10 days or something. I don't remember the amount to fully grow. And she was saying she started giving them the fruit that they give the kids, and the butterflies grow in like 3 days. So maybe that kid ate that fruit. And he's like 3 years old.
Yeah. He peed himself tonight, and tomorrow he's gonna wake up with wings.
You're gonna soar.
Yeah, I always thought that would be kind of weird. Like, what if caterpillars don't know that? Like, what if they don't know their natural cycle? So they just get like really fucking tired, and they're like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna take a fucking long ass nap," and then they just wake up as like a different creature with wings. They're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, dude, I'd be pissed if I was a caterpillar and I turned into a moth.
Yeah,
'Cause no one fucks with moths.
that's a whole different thing, though, right?
No, they're the same guy. Like a caterpillar can.
It's just a different kind of.
It's like depends on what time of the day they come out, I think, or something like that. Because I know a caterpillar.
Hell no, dude. It's not like an Eevee. It's not like some sort of.
No, it is. Yeah, like I know.
Depending on what kind of stone you give it.
Yeah, it's like a caterpillar can either become a butterfly or a moth, depending on just randomness. I think.
It becomes a Vaporeon.
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't think it's like a different caterpillar that turns into a moth.
If it comes out at night, it's an Umbreon.
Yeah.
I think that's the dark one.
Dude, moths are fucking disgusting, but butterflies are chill.
Dude, I always see butterflies. Butterflies have just a problem of flying at car level. Because, like, I always, whenever I'm driving down the road, I always see butterflies, like, go like, whoo. They get caught by, like, the draft of cars. They're just like, whoa. Or they think it's just like a roller coaster and they enjoy that. Maybe it's like, maybe they're like parasailing and they're just trying to catch the draft off cars.
Yeah.
But I smoked one like a week or two ago and I was pretty bummed about it.
Yeah, slamming out butterflies.
I was like, y'all gotta get off the fucking road, man. Y'all can fly at a higher altitude.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, butterflies do fly low as shit. You can like kick them on accident.
Yeah.
They're just walking through a field.
It's like, bro, get high. But maybe they heard the story of Icarus. They don't want to fly too close to the sun.
It's retarded though, because at night they like fly into a light bulb.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, yeah, what the fuck is the deal with that? Like, they don't fly into the sun during the day, but at night they're like, fuck it. They just bump into that shit.
Yeah. They're like, what's that night sun?
Yeah. I always wondered how ants don't freak out from like, because I was just in my backyard looking at these ants, and I was like getting my hands real close to them, and they just didn't give a fuck. If there was like a giant creature just like waving his hands above me and my homies' heads, I'd be freaking the fuck out. But
Yeah.
they just don't give a shit.
You know, you like can't drown them either. Like people think water like kills them, but like
Yeah.
it doesn't.
No, you're supposed to use fucking molten aluminum.
They have to use like insane chemicals.
Yeah.
Ants are insane. Like by like pound for pound by weight, they're like the strongest thing I think that
Yeah.
exists.
Yeah, they live in like an astronaut suit, basically, because like they're like super vacuum sealed and nothing can get in and out chemically. So the main way to kill ants through like is like a microscopic abrasive that will cling to the ants' elbows, and then they'll move around and it basically sands their armor away until they get dehydrated because air starts to leak into their like body system.
Damn, dude, they're fucking tanks.
Yeah.
And ants operate as one. Like they are straight up unity.
Yeah.
There's no divisiveness between
Exactly.
ants.
There's no left or right.
Yeah.
There's fucking the queen.
They're just like
The queen
we're
of the
gonna
ants.
we're gonna carry whatever we got back to the fucking the mound.
Yeah. Who do you think should be the queen for the humans?
Mm,
Nancy Pelosi?
who's on top right now? A lot of guys will probably get behind Sydney Sweeney,
Yeah.
but I'm not.
Beyonce.
I don't know.
Latifah.
I guess I don't know. That's some simp shit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about guys. No, I'm just kidding.
They should be a king.
Yeah.
We're all kings.
But also on Applebee's, they brought out she brought out just 2 forks in hand, not like wrapped up silverware, and just set them on some napkins. And Charlie's fork was like dirty. It could have been, best case scenario, it was some sort of soap solution on it.
Yeah.
He had to like power wash it with water from his cup.
It looked like it was cum-shotted. Like it had a bunch of specks of white shit on it, so I was hoping that's soap.
Yeah. And the napkin itself had like a dot of something on it.
Yeah, like more cum.
Like it looked like it had a dot of ketchup or a marinara on it.
Barbecue sauce or some shit. Yeah, and then I dry wiped the fork, and the white cum doesn't come off, so I had to like fucking pressure wash that shit with a straw from like a water cup.
And then later on, we heard one of the ladies in the tables next to us ask for silverware, and the waitress was gone for a while. And then the lady that was cleaning other tables, I guess the lady at the table was like, do you know where silverware is, or could you get us silverware? And she was like, could you check on our waitress? I think she went to go get me silverware. And she was like, yeah, she's probably trying to find some. We've been having a tough time with silverware tonight. And it was literally 10% full. Like, could you imagine if that place was full? Everyone would have to be eating with their hands. They had like a rotation of 12 forks going around.
Yeah, and like me and Scott had to share a knife to cut my chicken.
Yeah, they didn't bring out a knife for Charlie.
Just need a disgusting booty fork.
And the chicken they brought out for me, I got like steak and some chicken fingers because I was trying to double up the protein swag. And the chicken they brought out was literally like, I mean, it looked like they just put a fry in batter. The width of the chicken inside was like the size of a pinky.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looked like a dehydrated poop.
Yeah.
Like a skinny, lumpy, dehydrated poop.
Like high school lunches have better chicken finger quality.
Yeah, and then you bite into the chicken finger, and like there's like one tiny sliver of white chicken in the center.
Yeah.
The rest is like an inch of batter.
It was an insane ratio of batter to chicken. I've never seen it before in my life.
Yeah, no, that was weird.
The steak was not bad, though.
Yeah, the chicken I had was pretty good.
Yeah, he got the grilled chicken.
Yeah.
But holy shit, Applebee's is a god-awful establishment.
Oh, terrible. Yeah, you get piss pans, you get no fork.
Dirty forks.
Yeah,
You get
dog
kids
shit chicken.
pissing on the floor. Which I don't even know if they like cleaned it. It looks like it was still there when we left.
It looked like someone like sopped it up with like a rag that wasn't big enough to
Yeah.
get it all. So there was like still like too big.
Yeah, they just kind of like wiped it around and like left it to dry.
Yeah, shit was nasty.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, his piss was perfectly clear though, so he's hydrated.
He was well hydrated.
Yeah.
The volume of his piss was,
Impressive.
yeah.
Like,
And he didn't just like, he had like no, yeah, he had to be special needs. He just full peed
yeah.
like half a gallon of piss. Like it wasn't like he came to a point where it's like, oh, I could pinch it real quick. He just like committed to the bit.
He was holding his dick the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like while he was going up to the bathroom, he was like pinching his wiener. So I guess he was like at the bursting point.
It was just so funny because there was multiple. I'm in there just washing my hands. Didn't even use the bathroom. Didn't even pee. And there's multiple. There's two urinals and a toilet in there for him to pee. And he just full pisses his pants.
Yeah, I thought that was just a line. I don't know. For some reason, he just didn't open the door. Like he walked over to the bathroom and he just like froze once he grabbed the handle. And then that's when
Maybe it was the Pike effect. Have I ever told you about the Pike effect?
What is that? Where like the pike doesn't
kill the fish? Yeah. Okay. So if you put a fish in a tank with a barrier in between the pike fish and a bunch of fish of prey, it will try to hit the barrier a bunch of times to kill the fish when it's hungry. And then there becomes a point eventually where the pike will just give up, to where you could even remove the barrier and the fish of prey will swim all around the pike and he won't attack them and he'll starve to death. And that just shows that the fear of failure is so much that even when like a barrier is removed, the mental fear of failure is so much that you'd rather starve to death than fail again.
So that's him with piss.
That's him.
Applebee's.
Yeah, he failed somewhere down the line at opening a restroom door, and it just fucked with him so much that he just peed in Applebee's.
Yeah. I hope this doesn't develop into like a weird fucked up fetish for him when he's older.
Yeah, I was also worried about my reaction to it because I didn't want it to be like this is like his super villain arc to where he pees himself in front of a bathroom and then like a white guy that looks like me walks out and it's just like, oh shit, and then he's just like traumatized by my reaction so much to where like he becomes a villain that hates white guys that look like me.
Yeah, so he just like pisses in front of doors.
Yeah.
waiting for white guys to slip on it.
Yeah. All right, we got to get to the show.
Yeah, all right, peace out.